Hello twin flames, and welcome to day 38 of the Divine Masculine Dark Truth series. So in this series we're tapping in with the masculines, seeing what they want to say to you, what they're going through on their journey and what you need to know. So thank you for being here, and if you are new to the channel, welcome, subscribe, join our family because we're here for you every day. So we're using the Divine Masculine Dark Truth deck for this series right now. So what do we need to know? There's not many cards left now. What do we need to know? I've got one card coming out here. I'm taking action. Wow. I'm taking action. So he's saying to you, I feel empty without you. And this is so true, especially as I record this in real time, because it's like he's gone within, to process, to work things out. And he's realizing that his life is empty without you. His life works better with you in it. With you, he feels complete, he feels whole, he feels understood, and he feels empty without you. And he's saying, I know that I had to learn the hard way what I have lost and what I'm missing, but now I want it back. And I hope you will take me back. So he's also dealing with his own insecurities and fears about you letting him back in because he knows he's hurt you. And he's saying, I had to learn the hard way. The grass was not greener. I had to walk away from you to find you, because finding you is finding me. So he's saying to you, I had to look within myself. You were there all along. And it feels like he's showing you he's coming out of hiding. I'm taking action. I'm moving towards you. And this is so powerful because this really is the energy that we're in right now. We've had, as I do this in real time, the Lionsgate portal. And that's open doorways. The doorways are open for this action step. And no matter when you watch this video, whether you watch it now or later down the line, he's saying to you, I'm taking action. I realise that you are the one I want to be with. I'm sorry I hurt you and I went the long way round, but all paths lead home. And I'm moving towards you. I don't want my life to feel empty, and it feels empty without you. It feels like something within me has gone away. A part of me is missing because you belong with me and I belong with you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what I've done, the way I've behaved, the way I've let you down and hurt you, but I was growing up. And I'm taking action towards you to show you how I feel. They're actually guiding me to use the rest of the cards. So there's not many left now, so I think we're going to do all the cards today. So he's taking action. But he is worried, okay? I'm so afraid that you will move on and meet someone else. It's keeping me awake at night. I can't lose you. So this is another reason why he's taking action, because he's scared you're going to move on. It's keeping him awake at night. It's going over in his mind. He's got anxiety and palpitations because he's feeling this. He's feeling this urge to make a change. I'm worried. I don't want you moving on. I don't want you with anyone else. So I'm taking action. You are the missing piece of me, the missing part of my puzzle. And I'm worried that if I don't step up now and do something about it, you're going to move on and I'll be left out in the cold forever. It's like Baby and Johnny in Dirty Dancing when she says to Johnny, I'm afraid of walking out of this room and never feeling for the rest of my whole life the way I feel when I'm with you. And that's what he's saying to you. Because you see inside of him. You understand him like nobody else. And that makes him worried and vulnerable, but it excites him too. I'm afraid. So he's dealing with a lot of fear about taking action. I walked away, but I intend to come back. So this is when he's saying to you, I'm sorry we went into separation, but it needed to happen for my growth so I could grow up and understand and realise who you are and what you mean to me. My concern now is, will you be there when I do, when I return? I was running from myself. So you're always being reminded, Divine Feminine, that when the masculines disappear on you, when they hide, block you, ghost you, ignore you, go within, they are not running from you, they're running from themselves because they've never felt this way before. Nobody's ever loved them unconditionally before or with any purity. People have wanted things from them. People have had an agenda. And now they have you. And they're like, what is this love? Where's this come from? This is heaven sent. This is what I was dreaming of. Is it real? How can that be reality? I thought it was just in dreams. I thought it was just in shows on the TV, in a film, in a book. I never realised this was real. I never realised that I was allowed to have this in my life. I never felt worthy of this or deserving of this. So he's saying to you, I'm coming back. But now I'm worried what's going to happen when I do. Are you going to be there? Is the door going to be open? And he's saying, of course I care. I care about you. I care about our future. And I care about what happens. I'm sorry for ignoring you and making you doubt how I feel. It was selfish of me. I care about you and I always will. So what he's admitting to, and this is why I feel all these cards needed to come out together, is because he's letting you know he does care. Even when he's quiet, when he's distant, when he's silent, when he's in separation from you, when he's hiding from you and he's growing up, he's saying to you, I care. Of course I care. And I get worried because I don't want you to move on. I'm afraid of what you're going to say to me about the things I've done, and I know I've let you down. But I am taking action now to make this right. And you see me, and this is what I'm feeling. You see the real me. That's why I struggle sometimes to look you in the eyes. You see right into my soul, and that makes me vulnerable. That makes me vulnerable, Divine Feminine, because you see into my soul, you understand me. You see past the illusion. You look past my lifestyle and my career and my physical appearance, and you see into my soul, my heart, my being. You see the true essence of who I am, and that makes me vulnerable. And of course I care, but I'm worried. You make me vulnerable. I'm afraid you make me vulnerable. What are you going to do? What are you going to say? So he's in what-if scenarios. That's why he's procrastinating. That's why he's mulling it over, yet he is definitely take action. And he's saying, I'm growing up. So this puts all this into perspective. And they just made me gnash my teeth together, which is connected with decisions. So he is making a conscious decision to grow up, to change, because he does care. And he does go through anxiety and fear just like you. He gets worried about you moving on. It keeps him up at night. He worries about if you're going to allow him back in when he returns to you. Will you pick up the phone? Will you answer the text? Will you open the door? But he's taking action anyway because he has to, because he can't not do. And he's saying to you, I get attention from others. Okay? So if he gets attention from others, if that's worrying to you, he's saying, I get that attention. Just like you do, Divine Feminine. You get attention too. But he's up all night thinking about you, not thinking about them or worrying about them or caring about them. He's worrying and caring about you. And he says, yes, I get attention. I get attention from others online and in person, but it does nothing for me except boost my pride and ego. And I'm stepping away from all of that because that's no longer important to me. What's important to me is you and us and our future. So a beautiful message to end this series, because he's saying to you, I'm growing up. I'm not the person I was. I'm still not the person I will be, but I am who I am. And I'm becoming stronger every day and learning every day about this love. And I'm taking action because I feel empty without you. I know I've had to learn this the hard way. I've had to grow up. I've had to understand. And I know that I've lost you. And I'm afraid that I've lost you. I'm afraid I've lost you forever. But you were the part of me that was missing. And I want that back. I want you in my life. And I hope and I pray and I worry about it. I hope you'll take me back. So Divine Feminine, your masculine is pleading with you today. When he returns to you, and he will, because he's taking action. It doesn't matter if it's today, tomorrow, next year, next week, next month. It's in divine timing. When he faces his truth, which he's doing, and he says to you, of course I care, I always did. You're the part of me that's missing. Let him back in. He doesn't want that attention from others anymore. If that's on your mind, if you see him or you have seen him that way, if he's played around, messed around, seemed to be the Don Juan, of your life, he's saying that's no longer important to me. It was, it's not now. And it was only important to him then because it was boosting his ego and pride, because he's lost confidence on this journey. He forgot who he was. He was masking his energy. He was masking his real self. He was masking the intensity of this love. So he hid away in others. He hid away in alcohol and addictions and the 3D world. And he's saying, I'm growing up now. I'm realizing what's important to me. And that no longer is. I'm releasing. And I feel this is also releasing addictions. Anything physical he's kind of been obsessed with, like money issues or career. It's no longer the center of his universe because you are. And he's realizing that that's what matters. So he's saying, I feel empty without you. Nothing now can fill me up. No attention, no job, no amount of money, no lifestyle, no addiction. Nothing can fill me up apart from the way I feel when I'm with you. And I'm afraid of losing that. And you see into my soul. So he knows that you understand this on a deep level. When you look into each other's eyes, it's all forgotten. And you know that, divine feminine. Doesn't matter how long you've been apart, when they return to you and look into your eyes, it's forgotten. Because that's love. It's like Carrie Big in Sex and the City, the film. Look at what happens there. He stands her up at the altar. They go into a huge separation. And she goes back to the apartment that they've bought together about 5 minutes before it gets taken away again, because the new owners have got the keys and they have to hand theirs back. She goes to the apartment to pick up a pair of shoes she's left there, and there he is. And in that moment, everything's forgotten and they just look into each other's eyes and run into each other's arms, because that's love, and that's what this is. So you'll be together. It's a matter of time. And I love that he's saying to you in this last message, I'm growing up because I care. And I'm taking action because I'm afraid. And I'm worried of you moving on. I don't want you with anybody else. It's keeping me awake at night and I need to change. And you see me. You see through all of this. You understand me like nobody else. And that's why I'm vulnerable, and that's why I've run. So whenever I've run, I was never running from you. I was running from myself. But now I'm growing up, I'm facing myself, and I'm taking action to make this right. Because I do care about you, I care about me, and I care about our future. I hope this helps. Have a great day. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon.